What's up, Honda fans? I'm Honda Laura, and today we're doing a review on the 2019 Honda Civic in the new Sport trim level. So let's get it going. To Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk for letting us take out the new Civic today. For 2019, Honda added this Sport trim level. It's situated between the LX base model and the EX trim. Let's take a look at the exterior features. Starting off the front end, the 2019 Civic got a really nice refresh. The 10th generation design shows the winged grille now has a really nice blacked out concept, which extends to the projector beam headlights. And you can see the innards are all blacked out also. LED daytime running light, standard on all trim levels. The Sport features the fog lights, and you can see the bottom bumper was resculpted. It looks a little bit wider. Honda wanted to add a little bit of sophistication. There is more chrome throughout on the 2019 Civic sedans, but on the Sport one, it comes with the really cool blacked out concept also. Moving down along the side, the wheels are so cool. They're the 18-inch Sport wheels. Same concept from the Civic Hatchback Sport and the SI models. Down a little bit further, you see butter-colored side mirrors and door pulls. The door pulls do have the smart entry system, so all you have to do is just have the key fob with you, and then has a sensor which locks and unlocks the door and has remote engine start for those cold, chilly New England mornings. Down a little bit farther, you have the capless fuel filler, so they eliminated the cap. You don't have to screw it. So it eliminates any sort of check engine lights that may occur or any scratches from it dangling on your lovely new car. Down along the back side. So standard on all Civic models is the backup camera, which is just so useful. The Sport model now features the center exhaust and the rear diffuser, which just makes it so much cooler. There's also the really cool blacked out deck lid spoiler and LED brake lights. Now let's take a look under the hood. Under the hood of the 2019 Honda Civic and the Sport trim level. Under the hood of the 2019 Honda Civic in the Sport trim level features a 2-liter 4-cylinder iVTEC engine, which produces 158 horsepower. It has a CVT transmission, but also an available 6-speed manual transmission, which is probably super fun. And it yields 29 city, 37 highway, and a combine of 32 miles per gallon. Honda does a really great job designing their more sporty trim levels and appealing to a lot of those car enthusiasts. And they also did a great job on the inside. So let's take a look at the interior features. Behind the wheel of the 2019 Honda Civic, I am always a huge fan of the 10th generation Civics. I think the layout is amazing. They're just really comfortable and everything is just really aesthetically pleasing. I love Honda's thoughtfulness of their Sport models and their SIs. They really kind of keep everything uniform. So this one features carbon fiber touches everywhere. It has leather wrapped steering wheel, shifter knob, paddle shifters, red backlighting on the gauge cluster, and my favorite is the aluminum pedals. So it's super sporty inside and out. Up front, the gauge cluster is just awesome on this new Civic. You have all of your commands, everything you need right up front. It's colorful, it's responsive, it's bright. You can use your phone commands, your current drive, so if you need miles per gallon or anything like that, everything is right there that you need, right at your fingertips without having you have to take your hands away from the wheel. It's also super safe. You have Honda Sensing Standard. So it's Honda's safety suite of features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, so you're always really safe while you're looking cool driving. The new Sport model also features the new display audio system, so you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You just plug your phone in. It's the coolest thing. You can have your voice commands and your assistant, whether you use Siri or Google, to make phone calls, and you can put your maps right on the screen. It's awesome. Another really thoughtful thing Honda did was bring back a physical volume knob. I know everybody was really excited about that. Instead of a digital slide or a tap, they brought back a real volume knob. I know people are excited about that. There's also backup camera right in your screen here too, and you have a really nice pass-through with your smartphone connections and USB. Econ mode is also an option if you wanted to drive a little bit easier and save some gas. Electronic parking brake and the brake hold system, so just helps. It's a cool thing for like traffic. You don't have to keep your foot on the brake. The car just doesn't roll forward. The center console is also another of my favorites of the Civic. It's massive, it's so huge. There's a lot of storage space in there. Cup holders, it slides back and forth, and you can fit a ton of stuff in there. Now let's take a look at the back seats. So another really cool thing about this 19 Sport Civic is that there is leather bolstering on the seats, front and back. It really makes me feel like a Civic Accord Sport Special Edition with like the leather interior. It's really cool. It has a little bit of mix of the cloth and the leather, so I think that was a really nice touch that they did. It's super roomy. The sedan is 5 passengers, so it has about 95 cubic feet of passenger volume in here. Very roomy. And there's also a lot of room in the trunk. Let's go see that. So with the smart entry system, you do have the sensor opening on the trunk, which is really cool and nice and convenient. There is a lot of cargo space. That's 15.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back, and there is the 60/40 pass-through. So if you do have things that you want to move or you need a little bit extra space, the Civic's gotcha. That new center exhaust really makes a cool sport sound. Let's take it out on the road and listen to it and feel the performance. Even though the sedan, this 2019 Sport Sedan Civic is a 2.0, it is super peppy and really responsive, and it does have a lot of pickup. And I mean, even like older generations of Civic SIs were 2-liter 4-cylinder, so you can definitely still have a lot of pep. The new 10th generation Civic is super comfortable too. I'm a huge fan of the comfortable seats and just the way that it's situated. There's a really high center console, and you just feel nice and cozy and tucked in. It's a really good fit. I really like how Hondas are now bringing all their really like high-end premium technology down to the lesser trim levels. So the smartphone connection, the Android Auto, the Apple CarPlay, it's now available on these lower trim levels, and I think it's just invaluable. It's such a great feature. You hook your phone up to it and you get Google Maps right on your screen. All you do is push and hold one button on your steering wheel. You don't even need to look down at it, and you can make phone calls, read incoming text messages, send text messages, listen to any song that you want to listen to. I'm a big fan of podcasts, so I always like to tell it to play me podcasts and stuff like that. So I think it's a really great feature. That with the Honda sensing, it's super safe. And then you have all those convenience things like the smart entry system, the remote engine start, the push button start. It's just a really all around, it's a really cool, fun, and comfortable car. And that was our review on the 2019 Honda Civic in the new Sport trim level. It has an MSRP of $21,950, a really great value for a super cool car. Thank you to Herb Chambers Honda of Seekonk for letting us take it out today. I'm Honda Laura, and I will see you next time.